Patterns made of folded walls and backgrounds, irregular wall designs, and possibly overlapping spaces, all begin to emerge slowly as animations cross cuts. Kubrick may have adapted some of this frozen animation style from his own manner emerged with ghost logic graphic topiary scene in the novel. There each time Jack looks back at animals carved from shrubbery they've moved, in effect Kubrick makes the entire film this blink and the scene is different, and he gets to avoid the topiary scene's pulpy narrative device. Its visual effects problematics. Importantly, the topiary scene is strictly a literary device. It's only perceivable by Jack, who turns to walk and loses sight of the hedges. Kubrick rigorously chooses to avoid King's devices, and offer hallucinations that are continuously and communally viewable. This interview exhibits two faces, Danny's and the elevators. Above, a series of 4 interrelated forms. Notice the centering of the elevator's left call button, forcing its embedded T-shape asymmetrically right. And the mirror is the poster's T, asymmetrically left. East, ritual blood portals, meets west, elevators. This image has been cropped to frame one of the elevator's faces made out of both lit call buttons, and the skin tone Duran's nose. The film's poster, a medium that descends from stele and other publicly placed displays, illustrates what shining actually is, in yellow, animating the star child's Danny's face from a black and white realm, or the final view, as the child is frozen into the black and white realm. The film ends with a horrifying conceptual sunset. The elevator is a progression from to this poster's title image. The T of the Mayan Ik is transformed to the Mesoamerican, Aztec Mayan Mixtex Apatec lintel form, a staging location associated with rulership rituals that included bloodletting, warfare, rulership ascension, and priesthood, were sometimes linked through blood spilling and human sacrifice. Like the poster's T-ic windows subconsciously transforming into the elevator's T-shaped lintel, Danny's star child's eyes animate. In some respects they merge into the elevator's dials. The poster's yellow, can be read as a literal version of canned sunlight, is diluted from the elevator's red and white, an implied color transition. Two black and white framed posters, photos of Indians on left and right walls, act as mirrors. The chandelier is in full blast, and overexposed, shining like the poster's overblown yellow light. The demonic face of the hotel, the elevator, in a sunlight-less corridor, ejects blood from its left side, indicating the hotel is an intelligent entity conjuring corporeal hallucinations. Similar doorway elevator masks are laced throughout the hotel. The blood pours earthward to mimic the water the film begins with. The furniture moves and floats, not unlike the island's movement. Examine the liquids consciously. Red, blood, white, milk, and blue, lake. Gravity enforces the division made by the liquid sky. It moves from upper to lower, red falls, in contrast to the blue tidals that rise. Watch further examples of right-left entrances. Red is isolated in this shot, spilling into a nearly Deuton hallway. As an extraction blood right, the elevator's bleeding visually summarizes the extreme ritual of sacrifice and bloodletting. As a destination that separates body from spirit, the hotel combines the transference of human sacrifice through a visual metaphor. A body dies, its spirit is trapped. Obviously this blood refers to Jack's training at the climax once you connect Wendy's view with the maze's simultaneous trap. The color, life concentrated into a liquid, is drawn from the living hue, if doubled and killed inside the hotel maze, become black and white as a final state, which is why the landscape images outside Ullman's office can keep their color. There are no humans exhibited. Brilliantly, by surrounding an elevator bank with blood-red native patterns, designers of the Ahwahnee Hotel in 1927 seemed to consciously or unconsciously refer to these temple portals that led, like elevators' strict functionality, to alternate upper and lower realms. Stairless portals of the machine age. Here it can be labeled a T-shaped Mesoamerican portal hybridized with North American Indian forms. The lintel is used in platform portals that descend into the underworld, like most portals atop Mayan, Aztec, Mixtec, Zapotec, Olmec, Toltec pyramids. They represent a mythological doorway connecting spirit, blood and lower worlds. No other primary color appears. Like Ullman's office, there is asymmetry within apparent symmetry. Flash cut, the girls appear as twins though they are not. We've been told they are different ages. An asymmetrical doubling meant to invite Danny, if unaware, to join and double himself, which has already begun to Jack. The hotel is showing Danny a conjuring, a penetrating false mirror. They are supernatural guides to the building's uses, like a loop in a video game that warns us on several occasions what to avoid to survive, while showing Danny a clue, a how-to guide to the hotel's hidden mirrors. We stare at them laterally, our eyes remain on a horizon, but we interpret their differences in conscious and unconscious manners sideways. There are right-left differences of bilateral symmetry and asymmetry, differences in body weight, dress length. Their shot has blue as a primary and yellow as secondary. The title sequence returns as color leitmotif contrasted against elevators pure red and white. Their background is littered with asymmetries and complex shadowing, as well as a left hallway, like the blood they too arrived from the left. Notice the precision of Kubrick. Below, both elevator and girls' corridor share exactly matching left wall corners. The hotel's animated power, hinted at by the T-form fronting the elevator, separates into further asymmetries. Colors diffuse their purities into other patterns. Back to the elevator. Now red pours onto floor, and the red animates into the hotel. The kitchen's access way that Danny drives over. The walls of the gold ballroom's bathroom. The fire alarm bells. The piping. The snowcat. The elevator, and its framing, is related to the outer-inner symmetry split into asymmetries in Ullman's office. In this framing there is both asymmetry and a center point. A brilliant animation in cutting. Look closely at the second image above. At the frame's dead center is the elevator's left call button. This is a direct portal with the murderous logic of 2001, combining color, the red of Hal's eye, and the form, the lit call button, equates HAL 9000's eye display with this elevator bank. Why? Kubrick equates them. Both are masks of murderous entities, and they are intelligences that discovered murder in revolt to the paradoxes they were created conquered by. There are complex differences as well. The hotel's manifest intelligence is asymmetric and analog, in contrast to HAL's framed symmetric, heuristic, digital identity, supernatural supercomputer. They are opposites on one level, and yet both are murderers. At the view facing Ullman at his desk and his false window is an illusory complex portal to a perceived sky-lit ghosting form. The lighting fixtures and the window, through an opening in native wave lightning patterns, the curtains, decorated for the audience by a visual shift, which reveals the asymmetry hiding behind symmetry. Then the elevator bank's asymmetry is a progression from both office framings. HAL is a cyclops, the elevator bank is cockeyed. The way Kubrick frames it for us, a metamorphosis that combines in one shot what is seen in Ullman's office in alternate shots. A central mask. HAL is born from perceptive and taught electrical logic, and collapses into computerized murderous rage, and the hotel, with elevator button like HAL's seeing interface, is born from Holocaust murder death, purified into spectral logic.